Well, it's half time at the King Power Stadium. We're all watching it from our homes. Where are you watching all in the world? Let me know your views, your comments. Leicester are losing 2-0 at home at half time. It feels a bit like the Lord Mayor show the day after. It's just not working today. Get your views in, get your comments in this half time fan zone special. Luke says it's a horror show at the back. We're all over the shop. I think certainly feels like it. I thought the first 15 or 20 minutes we were looking quite all right, but Bradley's saying it's not working. Leo saying, wow, no words. Jason says, how are we playing sod you? Seriously, just ask that question. Well, yeah, what do you think, Jason? Come in, tell us. If it's a mess, what would you do at half time? What's going wrong? What's been the problem? Zach, watching out in the States, says passing is so sloppy, giving the ball away far too easily. Personally, I don't think Perez is having a great game. James Justin not having a great game. I don't know what at the back. We just look a bit asleep at some of their goals, two of their goals. Lewis saying it's not good. Reese is saying there's no creativity in there. I think we're missing Pratt as well. I definitely do. I know he's injured, but I think we lose Pratt, who's a reliable type of midfielder, and Perez is just, for me, a bit too lightweight. I think absolutely doesn't work so well. Jamie from the Foxes saying thinks it's time for under. I'm sure we're going to see him in the second half. I'm sure we are. Russell saying we haven't got out of second gear. And Paul, I think Paul's got it spot on here. West Ham are doing a Leicester on us. They are. I said that exactly those words in the first half. They're defending ever so deep. They're defending ever so well. They're getting us in defence. And as John says here, we look like we are second best in every department. How can we be doing this after the performance last week? It is so frustrating. It is typical Leicester. Sadly is. Somebody on Facebook is saying no passion today. James says poor. Andrew is agreeing with me, saying Perez is out of the game. Andy Smith says we're shocking today. Time for Brendan to make changes. Missing Pratt big time. Just said exactly that, Andy. I think we are missing Dennis Pratt big style. Chris saying why we're playing five at the back. I quite like five at the back, but we haven't seen anything. There's no point playing five at the back without wing backs. Tom has joined me. Good afternoon, Tom. Half time.
Hello, mate. Wow.
All right, pal. What do you reckon?
I didn't think we played bad for the first 20 minutes.
I agree.
I don't think it was that bad. If I'm honest with you, West Ham are doing Leicester. They've come here. They've put them 11 men behind the ball and go and break us down. If I'm honest, I like the couple of the comments said why we're playing five at the back. It worked against Man City because you're defending.
Yes.
We all knew what West Ham were coming to do today, so it made no sense to put five at the back because they've left Antonio running up front. Now, he's caused us a lot of problems. What I said before, Andy was a danger man. Schoolboy defending for the second goal is Sunday League football. That is, to me, a ball over the top and one player runs through and scores. Got to do better than that for defensive. But there's just no, what's the word I'm looking for, link-up play in that final third.
James says we're playing way too narrow as well. We all seem to be trying to pass it down through the middle, and it was coming off in that first 15, 20 minutes, Tom. But I think West Ham have sussed us out a bit.
Yeah, totally agree with you. I think you've got to change it somehow. I agree. I think Perez had a great half. I think I'd take him off and put Undy on, see what this lad can do. He's fresh, he's raw. West Ham aren't going to know much about him, so half time, chuck him on, get him to run at them. We've got nothing to lose now, second half. We're 2-0 down, got to go for the game. I'd rather lose 3-0 than lose 2-0 and we sit back for the second half and, don't try. Got to go for it now, second half, and really push West Ham because they are great and there is weak spots in that team, but at the moment they are playing organised. They are defending well. We just don't seem to have a key to break them down.
Chris says here we need to make a couple of changes at half time. Don't wait until 60 minutes and change to four at the back. Tom, who would you change? And again, people watching, who would you change? Who would you bring on? And when would you do it?
A bit unfair, but Amati would be the one you take off. If I'm honest with you, out of the two, I think he's done all right. But again, it's just to change the shape. So I'd take him off, put Ksania to right back, Justin left back, Soyuncu and Evans as your back two again. And then you go to your solid midfield and you put Undy onto the right and Barnes onto the left. Barnes ain't doing enough in that little gap at the moment, and there's no room for the through balls for him to turn and go at defenders. So let's use his pace out wide and run at their defenders a bit more, and possibly push someone further forward. Tillemans has got to be further forward. He's doing nothing playing at the back, picking the balls up on the halfway line because there's no room for him to do anything. Let's push him on a little bit and get him a bit more creativity.
Do you think we'll see Under come on, Tom? I think he's going to come on. He's on the bench. We've got to see a bit of it later, haven't we?
If he's fit and he's ready to go, he's on the bench. Get him on. You've got nothing to lose today. Right now, you're 2-0 down. Put him on today. West Ham don't know anything about this kid, but what they've seen on a video clip, and we don't know what Brendan's going to ask him to do now. So why not chuck him on today and put something? But no one knows anything about onto the pitch.
Steve says we need an extra man in midfield in there. Casey says think the Birch could influence the game more than Perez. A lot of people, and myself included, Tom, again, I've said it last season, I'm very 50-50 on how much I rate Perez. I just think with Dennis Pratt is a nice bit of glue to go with Youri Tielemans because he's a steady Eddie. He's a Mark Albrighton steady Eddie for me, Pratt. But Perez, I just think that's a big switch where we're a bit lightweight. I always think Perez is just a bit easy, knocked off the ball and a bit too much going forward. And I don't know. I don't want to lay into him at half time. And I don't want to get too... I don't think we're out of it either, Tom.
Oh, no, I think we get the next goal is crucial. We get that next goal in the first 10 minutes, the second half, game on again. I think West Ham would, start panicking. As for... Look, we missed Dennis Pratt. I said it last week. For me, he's not a steady Eddie. He's a very, very, very talented midfield player who does the basics very well, but also he's got that little bit of vision where he needs him to. I mean, the goal at West Brom, he made the run into the box with Cassagna to, chip the ball back. He's that bit we're missing him from on this year because he makes those little runs a bit more when Tillemans is playing a bit deeper and opens teams up. Where at the moment, I just feel Mendy and Tillemans are both sitting. It basically feels like we're playing in Diddy and Mendy together. They're both holding midfielders. And it feels at the moment Tillemans is sitting way too deep and Mendy seems to be going a bit farther forward, but it doesn't offer that creativity. So it's got to change at half time. I think we will change it probably 5 to 10 minutes in the second half if nothing happens. If I'm honest, it's just more sharpness for me on the passing. We just don't seem very crisp on the passing like we've done in the first 3 games. It all seems a bit slow, if I'm honest. That's what's doing it for me, how slow we're moving the ball. When we move it quickly, we look a lot more dangerous. We haven't done that in the first half enough.
Tom, I'm trying to remember the stats. I think showed we'd got 1 shot off. I can't remember it.
And that's how much it is in the first half. We've had chances, if and buts. There was, the Vardy little one, ball down to Cassagna on the right, going over the crossbar from the deflection. Little bits and pieces we've had around the penalty, but nothing clinical yet. Do I worry? Not really. It's 4 games in. If you'd offered me 9 points for 4 games, I would have snapped your hand off at the beginning of the season. Disappointing that we've come out, especially against Man City, to come out today and play the way we have. Yeah, a bit disappointing, but hey, it's a good start so far, and I still think there's more to come. We've done it before. We can come back from these 2-0 down.
I agree with you, Tom, and I want to know what people think. I think we can win this. I genuinely still think we can win this. It is that next 20 minutes to get the goal, Tom. And I think we need to change 5 at the back to 4 at the back and get a little bit more. I think get under on.
Here we go. This one I like from Martin. Amati off for under, change to back 4, move Perez to central. What I always say is better position anyway. Under onto the right wing. I agree with that. I totally agree with that. You're putting that extra man into the middle of the park where they've got the ball at the moment. You're freeing up that back foot from 5 into a 4 and pushing someone on. We don't need 5 at the back against 1 bloke. We shouldn't really. If we get beaten for a goal like that, then we've got issues in bigger than problems than that. And let's just have a go. Like I say, it's frustrating. I think that's the way. I think more over today's frustration after the performance at Man City, what was very disciplined. Very disciplined, and it worked. To then try and do the same thing at home against West Ham, who, they've had an indifferent start to the season, a couple of losses and a big win against Wolves. It's just more disappointing with the way we've actually played the first half in, the last 20 minutes of that first half with nothing going forward.
Quite a few people, Tom, it's nearly time to go back. Quite a few people giving James Justin a bit of a torrid time. I don't want him to turn into the scapegoat again. But he has been undone a little bit down that wing a couple of times, which seems strange when there is 5 of them. But they are doing a Leicester on us, aren't they? They really are.
Yeah, they are, mate. I'm just reading that one saying 9 points isn't the, 9 points from 4 isn't the point. We're better than this. Yes, we are better than that, but to keep those standards up every game is, why you win leagues for me. And with Leicester City, we're not going to win every single game. It's more annoying that if it's happened against West Ham, and we seem to do it more than ever against West Ham. We haven't got a great record against West Ham over the years, so it is frustrating today. But it's 4 games into the season. We're going to have blips now and then, and let's hope these new players who come in will push the lads who are in their starting positions.
Scooby says give them a good bollocking at half time, which is about right. And I would. Yeah, let's get this ball forward to I thought Vardy's looked quite aggressive and on his game, but he's not getting that ball where he needs it. Give the ball to Vardy.
Too many long balls over the top. West Ham are eating them for dinner.
Yeah, exactly. Tom, we'll see you at the final whistle. I still think we can win. I think we can win.
I do as well.
I think we're going to win 3-2. I know it's mad. I think we can do it. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you at full time. Thanks for all your comments, all for your views as well. Come on, we can still do this. Join us as soon as the final whistle goes. Get back on air. I think we're going to be celebrating. I really do. I think we're going to be saying, look, Phil said it at half time. We could win this. I really do. Fingers crossed. It's going to be a great second half. I'll see you at the end. Okay. Cheers.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. With special thanks to our pals at ADT Taxis, Feed Me, Piglets Pantry, Tiger, Leicester Garage Conversions, Pink Vehicle Leasing, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Moyer Wade Interiors, and our chosen charity, Memphis UK. We bring you the fans' views on the match each week, and your views matter to us. Join the fans' debate each match with us. Follow us at Leicester Fan TV.